Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today on my channel, I'm going to be doing a full face get ready with me, stay at home for the holidays version. This video was kind enough to be sponsored by skinstore.com. They contacted me, asked if I wanted to try some products that they carried, and I already had a bunch of them. So I added some of mine in with what they sent me as well. Skinstore.com was kind enough to provide me also with a 25% off discount code for you guys. I will post that down below, but 25%, guys, is really good, especially on these products. Originally, my idea was to do a whole holiday glam look, but with this whole virus still sticking around for us through the holidays, I kind of decided to do my everyday look, but use some shadows that have much more sheen to them, kind of step up a couple different items in it. So I'm very excited to show you how I created this look. If you are new around here, I would love if you click that subscribe button and followed along here with my channel. And we're gonna jump right into showing you how I created this whole look. All right, starting in with the first thing is, this is from Pixi. It is a under eye brightener and corrector. It's kind of a pink toned. I use a brush for this. I've had this for a while. I use this every once in a while. I mix it up with which brighteners I use under my eyes. This one is a really good one though, and it's super inexpensive. So it's a great option. Now, I do use a brush with this because I find getting in there, I get it all over my nails and stuff. So I find that just using a good brush and really working it in, then I take whatever is left and go over my eyelid kind of as an eye primer. Starting out using the Illamasqua Skin Base Foundation. This is new to me. I'm very excited. It is in the color 5.5. I had a person that I follow here on YouTube and on Instagram, Andrew Carter Beauty, tell me that this is his favorite for combination skin. So I was super excited to give it a try. So I just squirted a little bit on. I'm gonna do half of my face with a sponge and half of my face with a brush because I like to see how they apply and which is best. I have been going back to really enjoying using a sponge again. You know how you bounce back and forth between what your favorites are? This is pretty. This matches really nicely. It's not too yellow. It looked at first like it might be too yellow, but it actually is blending in very nicely. So that is one side with it done, and it actually looks really, really pretty and really nice. You can see the difference there. Now I still have a good amount left on here. I'm going to use my brush for the next side, kind of work it in around the nose. I have wanted to try this foundation for so long, and the funny part is it's actually kind of hard to find. So I did use all of that up. So I'm going to put a tiny, when I say the tiniest bit, I mean like the tiniest bit on here. It's kind of hard to find here in the US. So I was so excited when I saw it on skinstore.com, and I was like, yes, I can't wait to try this. This is nice. I like the good coverage to this. Like, I like the coverage. Really, really nice, good coverage. All right, this is something I already had, but it is something they sell on their site as well. Even though they sent me a good amount of these things, there are a lot of items that I had already had myself. This is the Osmosis Translucent Powder. I'm going to use this to set the foundation. The foundation dried down very nicely. It's almost a matte-like fit. No, it's a satin, I would say. It's not matte, but it definitely did dry down nicely and a nice finish to it. So the powder will just help it stay a little bit better. Now I'm going to go in and clean up my brows. I just take a wet Q-tip and wipe any foundation off that I might have gotten on them or powder. I do have my brows microbladed. They have not been touched up in almost 2 years because I was supposed to have gone when the virus all kicked up, and now January will be when I was supposed to have had them again. All right, so I wiped that off. The next thing I'm going to do is my eyes, and this is the Wander Beauty and the Wondrous Off Duty palette. I thought this was so pretty. These colors are right up my alley. They are totally, this is what speaks to me. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to take this color called Unplug right here, and that is what I'm going to put on my lid. And it's just a really, really pretty gold shimmery color, perfect for the holidays. We all know we're not really going anywhere. Originally, I was like, oh, I'm gonna do a holiday glam look, and then I was like, nobody's going anywhere. So I take this up into my brow bone, but not up above the brow bone. And I'm just using a flat brush. I do have a whole video about my favorite must-have brushes if you're interested. All right, then I'm going to take a smaller brush and I'm going to go into Starfish, which is this color right up here. And I'm going to use this color on my brow bone to give me a highlight. Really just make that brow pop. Now keep in mind I have not filled in my brows yet. I will do that after this. Take a little bit of that same color, put it in the inner corner. Then I'm going to take a more tapered brush and I'm going to take Sun-Kissed and Heat Wave. So one is a little bit more of a rosy color, one is a little bit more brown, and I'm actually going to go back and forth between those two colors, tap it off, and I'm going to just put it in that outer corner and then work it up and over. I like the combination of adding a little bit of pink to it, but not too much. If I have too much, my eyes look even redder than they already do. My allergies have been horrible. So you can see I'm giving myself more of a defined crease. Then I'm going to take a fluffier brush, but still a tapered brush. And I'm going to go into the color Shoreline, which is the more matte one. It's actually the only matte one in this. Tap it off, and then I'm going to take that to blend out this crease. All right, and it can go messy down here. We haven't put our concealer on yet, so we don't have to worry about that. So I'm really just using this to kind of blow it out a little bit. And then I'm going to take the same type of brush, but a clean one, and I'm going to really, really work it in with no product on this brush. There's nothing on here. This just really helps to blend everything in. I don't like a very this is where this color is, this is where that color is look. I like a more blown out look. Going back to that original brush and that original unplugged color right here, and I'm going to put a little bit right on the center of my lid just to give that sheen a good look right there. Very pretty. Okay, I will come back and do the rest, but now I want to move on to my brows because I have finished the top part of my eyes. So now I'm going to move on to my brows, and this is new to me. This is the Kevyn Aucoin, the Precision Brow Pencil in the color Brunette. I am kind of a cross between a brunette, red, and blonde. Like, my hair color is so hard to determine because I am naturally a dirty blonde, but I have a lot of red in my hair when I color it, and then I add highlights to it. So, although I haven't had my hair colored in months, I think, gosh, September was the last time I had mine done. Wow. I didn't even realize that until just now. So I just take this, I fill in a lot more than I would typically because right now, as I mentioned, both my color has faded and my shape has faded. So I'm actually having to make sure that I'm filling it in to keep it precise in the way I want it to look. This color is a very, very nice color. It's a cool pencil because it doesn't have a cap, but it twists up and down and it closes when you do that. And then on the other side, it does have a spoolie brush. I always use the spoolie brush because I don't want them to look like they're drawn on. So I want to kind of blur them out. And this pencil with the brush at the end makes that really easy to do. Just don't want any sharp lines. All right, so that's that. I always wipe off the brush on that edge when I'm done. The next two items, I did not get an item from them and I did not have an item that they carry. So I'm going to take a brown. I like brown pencil on my inner waterline. You can use any color you want. Cleaning up under my eyes just a little bit. And then I'm going to take a brown liquid liner. You can use black as well. This is the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. I believe on their site they do have this in the black color. I start at the inner corner, work my way out, kind of lay it down and drag it, get all the way to that outer corner, and then I just hold it up and make a little triangle for just a little bit of a wing. I can't do a dramatic wing, so I just need a little bit of a wing there. All right, now we're gonna do the other side. I love brown eyeliners. It just softens my eye look for me personally. I'm going to be trying this Illamasqua, and it is the Skin Base Lift Concealer in the color, Brightening Concealer in the color Medium 1. It is a cream-based product, so I'm gonna just use my finger with this. Wow, this is pretty. And this will clean up any when I do my concealer, I use it to clean up any eyeshadow I have as well that might have either fallen under my eyes, excuse me, with the catch in my throat, or that I just went too far on the side with. This is pretty. This goes on very, very smooth. It moves very easily. My eyes are super red and irritated today. I don't know why. Now I'm going to use that same Osmosis powder and set under my eyes. Just kind of go back and forth. First I tap it on, and then I go back and forth, again cleaning up that outer corner, and I bring it down around just to be on the safe side. Then I am using the Kevyn Aucoin. This is the Neo Blush in the color Pink Sand. I have never used any of his blushes before, but when I saw this, how beautiful is this? How pink it goes into these bronzy colors. I have not been using bronzer. It's not been my thing this year. I just find I'm too pale. When I use bronzer, it makes me look too orange. So I have really been enjoying blushes that have a little bit of that coloring in there. So I'm gonna kind of go right in between these two right here, tap off, and then I'm just gonna use that kind of as both. Same thing on the other side. This is very pretty color. It really just gives me a little bit of that contour, but without having to have a contour or a bronzer. Like, I always add a little bit too, right up at the top where the sun would naturally kiss you. Next, I'm going to take the same palette, and I'm actually going to use the color Desert Island. That's the darker one all the way down at the bottom, and just a more pencil brush. Work that in, and then I'm going to take this and just go right up under my eyes. Now, if you want a more smoky look, you could also take eyeliner on the lower lash line. I am not personally someone who likes mascara or eyeliner on my bottom line. It is all personal preference though. This side is not, there we go. It wasn't like picking up the color the same. Now we're going to work on lashes. My lash curler and my mascara are not from skinstore.com. I'm gonna curl these. I am using and loving the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara. I've really been enjoying that one lately. I did a whole review on that recently. So that's the one I've been using, and it's just a sample size, but I've really been liking the results. So I'm gonna do this and I'll be right back. The last few things we're gonna finish up is lips, and the first thing, this is new, is the Kevyn Aucoin. It is the Modern Love is the lip color. How pretty is this? I love little lipsticks that twist up like this. I wanted something that had a little bit more color. I also find the little bit paler I get, I need a little bit more pop in the lip color. And this is so easy to use, so creamy. Sorry, it's hard to talk while you do this too. I like that I can just take the edge of it and create it any way I want. How pretty is that color? And I think this is actually going to be like a good color I can use for a long while. And then I'm going to use the Clinicians Complex. I believe they have this on their site. It is a lip gloss. I've owned this for a while. It's just a pretty sheen. This one's getting towards the end. It's kind of like a vanilla peppermint to it, and I love it. All right, I'm going to finish up my hair, and I'll come back and talk to you guys. I hope you enjoyed watching this Get Ready With Me for the holidays, and since the holidays are at home, it's a kind of toned down version of it. If you have any questions on any of the products you saw here, please let me know down below. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching and sticking with me, and have a great day.